Hey! You've probably heard about the Royal Caribbean shareholder benefit, but are you actually using it? Most seasoned cruisers know that owning 100 shares of RCL gets you up to $250 in onboard credit every time you sail. But today, I'm going to show you the real secret: how to use your Roth IRA to fund your cruising habit for life. First, the basics. If you own at least 100 shares of Royal Caribbean Group, which includes Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, and Silversea, you are eligible for a non transferable and non refundable onboard credit. It's $50 for sailings of 5 nights or less, $100 for 6 to 13 nights, and $250 for any cruise 14 nights or longer. The best part? You can claim this on every single cruise you take, as long as you still own the shares. Now, here's why I use my Roth IRA for this. When you buy 100 shares in a regular brokerage account, you're using after-tax dollars in a personal account. When you sell the shares, you have to pay taxes on the gains. And if there's any dividends, you'll have to pay taxes on them too. But if you hold all these shares in a Roth IRA, you're really playing the long game. First, any dividends that Royal Caribbean pays out, and they have been for the past few years, those stay in the account and are completely tax-free when you withdraw them. Secondly, if the stock price doubles, let's say over the next decade, you won't owe Uncle Sam a penny when you sell those shares and withdraw them in retirement. And thirdly, you get this immediate benefit because the cruise line doesn't care what kind of account that these shares are held in. As long as you're holding the shares in your account and you can provide a statement to prove it, you get the onboard credit. You're essentially using a retirement asset to generate a travel dividend today, even if you're nowhere close to retirement, and you don't have to sell the stock or trigger any sort of taxable event. So what's the actual process like, and how do you prove you own these shares? Since most IRAs are digital, let me show you exactly what to do. First, you'll need to log into your account provider, which could be a brokerage account or a Roth IRA or a regular IRA. You probably can't do this with your 401k because they generally don't allow you to buy individual stocks. You end up having to buy funds. And it doesn't matter how many shares of a fund you own, even if that fund was entirely made up of cruise stocks, it has to be the actual individual RCL stock. So you log into your provider, Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab, Wells Fargo, Citibank, wherever you're holding your brokerage or IRA account, and you'll want to pull the latest monthly statement. Now, for privacy, you'll probably want to edit that PDF to block out your account number and any other shares that you have in the account. So let me show you how to do that. As of the time of recording, more people that watch this channel tend to use Windows over Mac, so I'm going to start with those instructions, but you can jump ahead to the Mac instructions if you want to see them. You want to start by right-clicking on your file that you downloaded and choose Open with Microsoft Edge. I know this may be the first time you're using Microsoft Edge, but it comes in handy here. The controls across the top let you turn on highlighter mode, which then you can highlight different sections of the document. You want to highlight your name, the statement date, and then those crucial Royal Caribbean stocks. That's RCL. And you have to have over 100, remember. Again, this is not a real statement, so yours will probably look a little more legit than this. Highlight that information on every page that you can. And then if you want to try to mask out some of the more private information, like maybe the account number, you can use the draw tool. This won't actually hide it from the data within the document, but it will make it less visible for someone who just is opening it to review your highlights. Then what you want to do is choose print, but that classic save as PDF to create a PDF. And if you want to, you can just specify the page numbers that show the information that's critical. So in this case, just page 1 and 2, and click Save. And now you have a new PDF to work with. Give it a different name so you can spot it when you're selecting it on the form later, and you're done. Now let's go over to those Mac instructions. If you're doing this on a Mac, it's a very similar process. You need to find the file on your machine, right-click, and choose Open with Preview. Even though this is the app that just kind of looks at documents and other files, you probably look at images this way, it's actually really powerful when it comes to PDF editing. It's a slightly different process because you need to select the text you want to highlight first and then click the highlight button. Make sure to do this for your name, the statement date, then those crucial 100 or more shares of RCL. Highlight that information on every page that it appears, and then go up to the File menu and click Save. If you want to redact any information, there's actually a way to do that the Mac claims will redact it more permanently, and that's using this little redact highlight in the upper toolbar there. Click the little box that lets you create a shape and cover up any information you want redacted. Double check to make sure you have the crucial information highlighted on every page. And if you want to get rid of a page, just select it in the left column and hit delete. Then go up to the top menu and choose File, Save, and you're good to go. Congratulations! You've now completed the hardest part of this whole process. Great job. Now, this process has changed a little bit over the years. It used to be a special email address that you just sent this edited PDF off to and just kind of crossed your fingers and hoped it all worked. You might get a response back, relatively soon saying it did, but you weren't really sure if you were sending all the necessary information. Now, they've created a real form that you can go to and submit your information. So let me show you how that works. There'll be a link for this down in the description below. As you see, this is called the Royal Caribbean Group Shareholder Benefit Request Form. It tells you all the information that you need to have. It's the same information that I mentioned earlier in the video. You click that you're ready, and then you fill out this form. You'll need your first and last name, email address, and then you have to put in all the reservation information. This information is verified on the form, so you will need your reservation number. You can go load it up on the website or check the app, but you'll need to have your reservation number, ship, and sale date. Now, you can submit multiple reservations here. I don't know how far out you can submit these, but you usually want to submit this form about 3 weeks before you're sailing. If you've got subsequent sailings that are coming up the next week or a month later, you can submit them out. I'd be careful about submitting anything more than 90 days out. That may get rejected, but you could try. After putting in your reservation information, you'll need to upload that edited brokerage statement that you had. It says you should have the number of shares highlighted, a name that's on the reservation, and the current statement date. Just like I said before. I actually just submitted this form for 2 upcoming cruises, and I heard back within 24 hours. So I don't know how long it'll take for you, but they seem to be on top of it. Now for a little fine print. This benefit used to be fairly useless to me since it wasn't allowed if you were getting any other discount. And they seem to always have some sort of discount, right? There's always some promotion going on. But now they seem to allow it for almost any cruise. I've never heard of someone with a casino comped cruise using this benefit, so they may reject it there. But I've also never heard of someone getting it. So if anyone out there has ever sailed using a casino offer and also gotten the shareholder benefit, leave a comment below and share your secret with the whole community here. And remember, you have to be a beneficial owner. That means the shares have to be in your name or your spouse's if they're in the same room. You can't just use a statement from somebody else, so don't ask. Using your Roth IRA to fund your onboard credit is the ultimate savvy cruiser move. Another good thing to do 3 weeks before your cruise on Royal Caribbean is to make a special request for the main dining room. I have a video all about that over on Cruising Secrets. And if this video has been helpful, like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you're going to try this on an upcoming cruise. What are some other things that you like to do 3 weeks before a cruise? Share your secret in the comments below. Check out all of our videos here on Cruising Secrets, and we'll secret you later.